Good morning, friends. How are you today? It's Ibu Annie here, and we are having our biblical studies lesson today. So, as you know, this week is called a Holy Week. So, in Holy Week, we start the Holy Week with an event that happened just last Sunday that we call Palm Sunday. So, do you remember the story of Palm Sunday? When Jesus entered Jerusalem on a donkey, and people there, they shouted, Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna in the highest. You remember that story? Okay, so after Palm Sunday, then there was another event happened during that Holy Week, what we call Last Supper. And then there's another thing happened again in this Holy Week that we called the Good Friday. So what we are going to learn today is the Last Supper. So Last Supper is the time when Jesus had meal together with his disciples, all of his disciples. Do you remember how many disciples did Jesus have? Exactly. Jesus had 12 disciples. So what Jesus did at the time, Jesus had the Last Supper with all of his disciples. So we are going to listen from John chapter 13 to 14. So here's the story. Jesus and his disciples gathered together for a special Passover meal. Jesus knew he would be leaving them soon. Then Jesus did something else. He picked up a loaf of bread and blessed it. Then he broke it into pieces and he gave it to how many disciples? You are right, 12 disciples. So this is all the plates for the disciples. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12. So 12 disciples were with him. So after he blessed the bread, he broke the bread into pieces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, and 12. Jesus said, "This bread is my body. Every time you do this, think of me." And then they all ate. In the same way, he took a cup of wine and blessed it, and he gave it to the disciples to drink. They drink together one by one. And he said, "This is my blood. It is poured out to forgive the sins of many." So the disciples drank the wine one by one. The time has come for me to go away. Where I am going, you cannot go yet. I am going to heaven to prepare a wonderful new home for you. But I will return to you soon. At first, you will be very, very sad, but do not be frightened. Soon, you will understand and you will be filled with joy.
Me?
That's the end of the story. Thank you for listening to the story of the Last Supper. Goodbye, everybody.